Have you been trying to figure out how to play Southern rock style licks? Maybe something you heard from the Allman Brothers, Leonard Skinner. There's a lot of great Southern rock bands. I'm going to show you how to put that together. There's a lot of videos on YouTube. I've been really hesitant about making videos because it seems that a lot of the guitar channels have very professional videography. And so I do not. I'm making this video with my phone. But I'm hoping that if I start making some videos, I can work my way up to having very professional videography. So I definitely have really good information. I've been teaching guitar lessons pretty much full time since 1997. I did a few stints, playing in touring bands and owned a recording studio, and I still do some of those things. But I do teach a lot of lessons. I'm based in the Cincinnati area. I have a studio in northern Kentucky and one in Cincinnati. So if you're in those areas, you want some lessons, come hit me up, take them in person, or we can do some things online. I do some virtual classes. So I'm going to talk about how to build great solos using the major pentatonic scale. It seems to be really elusive to a lot of people, and I think the problems stem from these ideas of playing patterns. Whenever you play minor pentatonic blues style rock licks, I think a lot of times people can get away with just playing pattern-based phrasing. But whenever you start, and I'll show you what I mean for pattern-based phrasing. That as an example, if we were in D, that people would be like, I'm going to use box 1, and then they'd play some traditional blues licks. Those have some real hidden sophistication. They already have some wrong notes built in and things like that. I'm going to make some other videos about that. But getting back to this idea of playing the major pentatonic, that the country style licks, it can be really tricky because what you need to do is that you need to play notes that are from the chord, and then you move away from those notes and then you come back to those. I always use this analogy. I always say it would be like if we were at a party and we were going to leave and go get pizza and then come back. Well, hopefully when we're at the party, people are glad to see us. But when we come back with the pizza, they're going to be really excited to see us. And so if we're playing over this D chord, that's what my loop was. It sounds like this, D major. It might actually be a D7 because there's a C natural in there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the D notes. That's the most important note. That's the home, D. And so whenever I play my D note, I can embellish that, and I'm going to embellish it with the note that's 2 frets above D. And so that is, I'm at the party, I leave to get the pizza, and I come back. When I get back, everyone's really excited. So I'm going to show you. And so the way that we're going to develop this skill is the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find D on every string. And I developed this system after teaching lessons for a long time and having the opportunity to learn a lot of solos by a lot of different guitar players. One of the things that really struck me is a lot of the really great guitar players, say Freddie King or Albert King, they're blues guys, Roy Buchanan, He's a little bit country. Or even Duane Allman, that these people weren't buying books from Amazon and then memorizing patterns. That mostly they were just figuring out notes here and there, finding things that they liked, and then starting to build a vocabulary of little parts of things that they liked. And so I noticed that a lot of the people that play really great solos also sing, and whenever you sing, frequently you are trying to match the notes. And so we're going to go through and we're going to do this exercise, and I'm going to show you how to build a major pentatonic scale, and I'm going to show you how to play some of these really cool country sounds. The one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to show you how to master the guitar in 5 minutes. It's actually already been 5 minutes. And we're going to go slow, and I'm going to explain it. A lot of times in lessons, people bring in YouTube videos of things that they've watched, and there'll be a lot of complex ideas, really jam-packed into the video. So I'm going to try to go slow and demonstrate it exactly like if you were in here for a guitar lesson. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find D, and in order to do that, you need to know the names of the letters that we use to match the name of the pitches. And so I always have these little charts that I made. I made these in Adobe Illustrator, and I just have it shows the 7 letters of the musical alphabets with the sharps and the flats. And if you're watching this and you don't know what that is, leave a comment on my YouTube video, and I'll make some more videos explaining this. But assuming that you already know that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start with string 6, and string 6 is the E string. So I'm going to start on E, and I'm going to count each one of these blocks as a half step until I get to D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to count 10 frets. And this is a D note. If you have a clip-on tuner, I actually do have one. A lot of times when people are building these skills, I'll encourage them, I'll say, if you clip your tuner on the headstock and then you play the note, oops, you can see that that's a D note. And so that can be pretty useful if you're not real confident with where your notes are. So because of the way the guitar is tuned, on every string, except for string 2, if we want to find the same pitch on the next string, we can subtract 5 frets or add 7 frets. So I'm playing fret 10. If I want to know where D is on the next string, I can subtract 5 frets from 10. So I'm starting at 10, so I go 10 minus 5. And 10 minus 5 is 5. So if I go to the next string and I play fret 5, that's going to be D. If I go 5 plus 7, 5 plus 7 is 12. So I'm going to move to the next string, I'm going to play 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. So I'm going to move to the next string and we're going to play 7. Now, whenever I go on to string 2 is tuned a little bit differently. All the strings on the guitar are tuned in perfect fourths, except for string 2. It's a major third. The tuning on the guitar is non-symmetrical. If you want to learn more about that, leave a comment on my video. I'll make a whole nother video all about figuring out the tuning of the guitar and the names of the intervals. So what I'm going to do here, from fret 7, I'm going to subtract 5 like I have on the other strings. I'm going to go 7 minus 5, which is 2, but I'm going to add 1 to compensate for the difference in tuning. So that's going to put me at fret 3. And there I have my D. And then I'm going to go 3 plus 7. That's going to put me back to 10. So now I have found D on every string, and we're building a D major pentatonic scale. So there I play D on every string. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to embellish that D. Remember, we're at the party, we're going to go get the pizza, we're going to come back. So we're going to embellish our D, so we're going to go. And I'm going to embellish that with a note that's a whole step above the note that I'm starting on. A whole step is 2 frets. So if I'm starting on fret 10, I'm going to add a note on fret 12, and then I'm going to go back to fret 10. Because remember, it's like I'm at the party, I leave to get the pizza, and then I come back. And what's the important part? It's the last note. It's the coming back. So now I'm going to turn on my loop. Well, hold on. Before I turn my loop, I'll show you. I'm going to go fret 10, and I'm going to add the embellishment note to 12, and I'm going to end on 10. So I'm going to go to 5, string 5, fret 5. I add a note on 7, 2 frets above it. Go back to 5. I'm gonna go to string 4, fret 12. That's a D. I'm gonna add 2 frets above it. That's gonna be fret 14. I'm gonna go to 7. 2 frets above. 3, because of the tuning. I'm gonna go to fret 3. And then I'm going to end on 10. So if you want the vocabulary terms, I'm playing the root note of my scale, and then I'm adding the 7th. And these types of notes, a lot of times, this is an embellishment. So I have my D. I add in the... We'll go back to it and watch. I'm going to do it with my loop. We'll turn it on. And remember, I want the last note of my phrase to be the important note. So that's my first part of the D major pentatonic scale. I have the root, and then I've embellished it with the second. So I'm already at 13 minutes, so definitely no master guitar in 5 minutes video here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to find the 5th of the chord, because the chord that we're playing is a D major, and the D major has 3 notes in it: D, F sharp, and A. And those, we say, are a third apart. It follows the rules of tertiary harmony. You know, I said it before. If you don't know what that is, leave me a comment. I'll make a video explaining what tertiary harmony is and how you can figure out the notes in the chord. It's not very hard. A lot of videos, people just assume that you know it. I'm not assuming that, but I don't want the video to be like 3 hours long. So, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the 5th of the chord. And the 5th of the chord is A. And if we start on D and we count the letters, D, E, F, G, A, that's 5. That's what we're referencing with the number 5. In this case, it's a perfect 5th. So a perfect 5th is 7 half steps away from the root. So there's a couple of different ways that I can find these. I can start with D, which I just found. It was string 6, fret 10. And then I can add 7. And it would be this note. And so what I can do is I can use my numbers to calculate that note on the adjacent string. So this is fret 17. And If I go 7 minus 5, that would be 12. So this note is the same as the 12th fret of the adjacent string, the string right next to it. It's always the thinner string. We always start on the thick string and move to the thinner string. So this, or this is the 5th. An alternate method that a lot of people are comfortable with is that this also is the same shape that we use whenever we play power chords. And so a power chord actually is not a chord. It's a 2-note. It's called dyad. And if you think about the way a chord is named, if you saw this written in a chord book or if it was popping up in a song, it would be called D5. And so this is D, and the reason why it's called D5 is that this is the note that's a 5th away. It's actually 7 frets, but it's 5 letters. So there's my D, and then here's my A. So now I'm going to find A on every string, and then we're going to do the power chords on every string. So I'm going to go back to my E, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's A. So I'm going to start on A, string 6, fret 5. I'm going to add 7 frets. So I go 5 plus 7, it's 12. 12 minus 5, that's 7. I'm going to go to fret 7. 7 minus 5 is 2. Now, remember, I need to add an extra fret on string 2. So I'm going to go 2 plus 7 is 9, and I'm going to add 1. And then I'm going to go 10 minus 5, which is 5. So now I've found all the A's. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to embellish the A, and I'm going to do that by adding a note a whole step above. Because whenever we build the major pentatonic scale, we find the root of the chord and the 5th of the chord, and then we do an embellishment a whole fret above. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to come here, and I'm going to imagine I'm playing a power chord at the 10th fret. So I'm playing string 6, fret 10, string 5, fret 12. That's what it sounds like. So I'm going to go 10, and then I'm going to go to string 5, fret 12. And I'm going to put on my loop. We'll so I end back on the D. So I go fret 10, embellish it a whole step up. Fret 12 on string 5, embellish it. Now I'm going to move to the next string. String 5, D's right here. D is fret 5. A is on string 4, fret 7. So I'm going to embellish each of these a whole step up. Five plus 7, I'm going to go to 12. My A is going to be on string 3, fret 14. I'll go. Now I'm going to go to fret 7 of string 3. And because of the tuning, the A is going to be on 10. So I'm going to embellish this whole step. I'm going to subtract 5, but I need to add 1 because I'm on string 2. Because the tuning on string 2 is a little different. If you have questions about any stuff, just leave me a comment. So this is string 2, fret 3. and then the last D. So remember I said the D chord has 3 notes in it. The 3 chords in the D note are D, F sharp, and A. So there's 1 note left that we need to work on. We need to be able to find the F sharp. So F sharp is, if we look at our chart here, start on E, 1, 2. So we go 2 frets. So I'm going to find F sharp on every string. Fret 2, so I go 2 plus 7, that's 9. So string 5, fret 9. I go 9 minus 5, and that's going to be fret 7. Fret 7. It's going to be fret 4. Sorry about that. So I'm on fret 4. I'm going to add 7. I'm going to go to string 3. It's going to be fret 11. Fret 11. I'm going to subtract 5. And I'm going to add 1. So it's going to be 7. And then 7 minus 5, it'll be 2. So now we actually have most of the building blocks that we need to be able to play the major pentatonic scale. And so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play the root note, which is D. I'm going to add my embellishment note, which is 2 frets higher. That's an E. And then I want to add this major third, which is 4. That's the F sharp. And it's 4 frets above the root. So there's 2 ways that I can think about this. I can either add 4 frets, so this is 10. If I add 4, it'll be 14. But what I like to do is I like to just go 2 above the note that I added. So I'm playing the root, and I know that I have this note that I added, and I'm going to go. So I'm going to go 10. My embellishment note is on 12. And I'm going to go 12 to 14. Then back to 12. So I'm going to go to the next string. I'm going to go to 5. We'll slide up 2 frets to find my F sharp, which is the third of the chord. I'm on the 4th string, so D is on 12. So you notice what I did? I went 12, embellished it by hammering on 14. Then I real quickly put my finger on 14 and I slid up to 16. Now D's at 7. Sorry, I've skipped this one. So I started on string 2, fret 3. Played, that's D. My embellishment note's 2 frets higher. And then the third of the chord's 2 frets above that. And then the last one is string 1. My embellishment note is 12. I slide up. And so one of the things that's very common, it's also very cool, is that on the strings that are unwound, that whenever you play this, so I'll play whenever I play my embellishment note, that I don't have to slide to the F sharp. I can actually do a bend. So I can go. So now, I've played the root note, D. I've played the 5th, A. And I've embellished each one of those notes 2 frets above. So I've gone. And now I'm going to add in the third, which is either 4 frets above the root or 2 frets above the second, the embellishment note. So I can go. So I'm going to go 10, hammer on, pull off to 12, back to 10, finger on 12, slide to 14, on to the next string, 12. We'll do the same pattern. This is string 6 fret 10, so I'm going to go to string 5 fret 5. So I'm going to do my hammer on, I'm going to slide, so I have my root note, I have the 5th of the chord, the 3rd of the chord's right here. If I play these without the embellishment notes, that's what we call D major arpeggio. But I put an embellishment note a whole step above the root, go to the 3rd, the 5th, do the same thing. I'm going to start on string 4 fret 12. Now I'm going to go to string 3 fret 7. I'm going to hammer on a whole step above, slide up 2 frets. But now my 5th is going to be at 10. And that one can be a little awkward to reach. And a lot of times, because this is a plain string, I like to bend this. I'll go. And if I'm bending it, I can change my fingering, and with my little finger I can reach the 5th. So I can go. That's a great lick. If I look at this note, which is fret 11, and then I subtract 5 but add 1, I can get this same note on 7. So I can go. So I can do this. That's the 5th, so I can. I'm going to come down here to string 2, fret 3, this is D. Do my hammer on, slide up. My 5th is right here, so I can go. And then here's the. Okay, so now we found all of the Ds. We found all the A's, which are the 5ths. And we found the F sharp, which is the 3rd. And then we also embellished the D, which is the root, by adding a note a whole step above. That would be an E note. And then we embellished the A by adding a note a whole step above. That's the B note. And we did that on every string. But now we're going to look at the most practical way to play it. It's not always practical to move from D to this D to this D, even though it creates the opportunity of playing multiple octaves. So what we want to do next is we want to make sure that we're comfortable with where the Ds are that we can reach without having to move our hand in big position jumps. So the first place, and the place that I like to play the most, if I'm playing in D, is the 5th and the 7th fret. So if I put my index finger on 5, there's my D, and then there's another D. There's another D on 7, on string 3, fret 7. So instead of having to jump way down here, I can actually go 5, 7, 5. Now I'm going to go 7, and I'm going to slide to the 3rd. Index finger on the 5th, which is fret 7, and then I'm going to go 9, and I'm going to end on my next D. So here's my pattern. Root note, hammer on a whole step above, 2 frets. Go back to it. Put my third finger down, slide 2 frets higher. Put my index finger on A, fret 7. Do a hammer on. And then have my index finger move on to string 3. So I'm going to end on D, an octave higher. It's going to be like... This is D, so I can do an embellishment a whole step above it. So I'm just thinking of my Ds. Here's another D. D. Hammer on above. Here's A. Another A. My F sharp. Right there. There's one right here. One right here. So now I'm going to practice this. What am I going to do? I have my loop over here. I'm using a Line 6 Pod Go. It has a short looper in it. It doesn't have any kind of quantization. It works well for what I need it though. And what I did was I looped a little pattern of a D chord, a little D5. So here we go. And I'm really keying in on my Ds. Here's a D, string 5, fret 5. My next D, string 3, fret 7. My next D, string 1, fret 10. So I'm going to... And a really neat sound is I play my D, and I can bend this to get the third of the chord up to F sharp. And then with my little finger, I can lay my little finger on string 1, fret 10. That's a D. And then string 2, fret 10. That's an A. So I get this. All right. I actually have already created PDFs in Guitar Tab that show the notes D on every string, the embellishments, and then the major pentatonic scale written out. I don't have the licks written out, but I have not mastered the technology yet on how to share those PDFs on YouTube. So, but if, and who knows if anyone will even watch this. There's so many amazing guitar channels already, but most of them seem to me that they're really focused on learn how to master some difficult style of guitar in 15 minutes or 3 days or something. And I've been playing guitar for almost 50 years. I don't feel like I've mastered it. And I went to university and I spent a lot of time practicing, very structured, and most of the material that I learned there was super valuable. A lot of practice of scales and ear training and learning. It's that, but I've never really even imagined that I wanted to. I don't start the day thinking that I'm going to master the guitar. I usually start the day thinking a couple of things, that I want to spend some of my time doing something I enjoy. I want to have fun playing. I want to play some stuff that I like. And so you do have to have some mastery of some technical skills and things like that. It's frustrating if you're trying to play and you're just making a lot of mistakes. You don't know how to fix them, and you don't really understand what's going on. But as far as mastering the guitar goes, I think there's very few people that have done that. So if you like the video, leave me a message. Maybe subscribe to my channel. If some people subscribe, I'll start making lots of videos. I'll start making videos every day. So, all right. Until next time, thank you.